And welcome back to Crypto 618 channel. Today we're going to have a quick look at the market and let's see what's happening. So the market today, we've got Bitcoin basically steady. It's at currently at minus 0.3%. So last hour it's actually been up 1%. 46830. Ethereum is at 3829 and Binance at $514 a coin currently. So it's been pretty steady, not much happening across the market. Let's have a quick look at the some of the more detailed charts here. So this is Bitcoin USD on the daily Bitstamp. As you can see, we've got our levels here. This is the main support level. It's around a 45.5. As you can see, we've hit this point about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in recent times. And it's at every time it hits that point, it rejects. So it's holding up. This is really good support for Bitcoin. Obviously, if it breaks to the downside of this, we could see some lower figures. Maybe heading down to 42, and then 40, and then all the way back down to 30. So let's hope that it doesn't happen that way. Alrighty. So at the moment, we've got a really good green candle there happening at 46,737. And if we have a quick look at let's go into we're on a daily. Let's go into the 1 hour chart. We'll have a quick look. Load that up. Okay, it's loading now. As you can see, we've got some really big volume there that's come through. Actually, if we have a look how it nearly touched that 45.5 and then bounced back, and then was at that 45.7 and then some big moves, and now I've had a big move in the last hour or so. A lot of volume here. Notice a lot of volume this on the hourly. So this is a good sign, but it's still, remember, overall we're in a sideways action at the moment for Bitcoin, and until it actually breaks out of those levels, we're not going to see much action. So as you can see, we have broken to the upside of that major trend line, and we are here, but we're still in this sideways. We really need to see some volume and some movement away from this trend line and also this support here. We haven't seen that yet. The market's probably waiting for something. At the moment, we're not seeing that at all. So let's have a look at the next screen. If we have a look at the order book, this is like a combined order book. You can see the support here on the buy wall is at 45. So at this 45,000 is big, and this was the mark we saw at 45.5 earlier. But you can see there's a big buy wall at 45, which is a major support level. And on the other side, on the sell side, we've got quite an even ranging from 47 up to 48. But it's very progressive. But definitely on the buy side, we see that 45 is support. All right, moving on to this is a follow-up on Zelda Inu. So this is a price action we talked about yesterday. I got into this trade around about 0.2827. So it was around 28. So it would be around about this figure here. Would have got in. So it climbed reasonably high, got as high as maybe 36, and then dumped back down. Didn't hit this fib line down here. I think that was that particular line. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, that was the 786 line, so we didn't hit that. But we did sort of bounce away from this point here and went straight back through the 618. All the way back up again at a new high and dropped down there. So there's been a couple of dumps here. This is profit taking from some of the people that have got in from Zelda Inu, taking profits, and now we're back up to this level. But I find that we seem to be dumping and going back into level. And when we check out on the, when we're talking about the number of holders, that's actually increasing. I think it was about 3,000, whereas yesterday it was 2,000. Some news I want to talk about, this is just a side note. Stablecoin issuer Tether freezes $1 million in USDT. We've actually seen this before. And the story goes that USDT was frozen and it's unusable. So, and this is to do with what they call a freezing of an address. They have this Tether, basically, even though it's meant to be decentralized, it's not really. Essentially, they declined to say, this is Tether, declined to say what was actually happening. But it's either a regulator or a law enforcement agency has basically requested the freezing of this address, which might happen through the courts. It could be to do with stolen funds by hackers or any other thing like that. So this is something that people need to know about. If you're on these stable coins, they're trying to make these stable coins essentially, I suppose, bank friendly and compliant. And because of that, they want to have this ability to blacklist. So as you can see, they've done this in the past, and they're going to continue to do it. So this is USDC. They've done that before, and also USDT, which is Tether. Also, in the past, 100,000 blacklisted tokens on USDC. Binance USD is not freezable, according to CEO of Binance. Basically, you cannot freeze. The system doesn't allow for that. But if it does go into the actual Binance exchange, they will be able to freeze the funds there. But highly unlikely that they will move the funds in there. So this is all about supporting regulators because they want these stable coins to be, regulated and to be accepted. So they've got these facilities in there. So just remember that if you're in stable coins, if anything happens, it can be frozen. Obviously, this could be something serious, but if they can do it for these cases, they're also going to continue doing it for other cases as well. Some more news. OpenSea valued at $13.3 billion as Ethereum NFT market booms again. So basically, they've got their Series C funding, led by Paradigm and Coatue. And OpenSea has raised $100 million in Series B round back in July. The leading NFT marketplace, OpenSea, announced Tuesday it had raised $300 million in Series C funding round and is now valued at $13.3 billion. The round was led by venture capital firms Paradigm and Coatue. KRH, the current holding name for the new fund of the former Andreessen Horowitz, a general partner Katie Horn, also confirmed at Decrypt it participated in the round. They participated in Series A and B, and Horn holds a board seat on OpenSea. In a blog post announced the funding, OpenSea co-founder and CEO Devin Finzer said the money would be used to ramp up product development and hire more staff, while improving customer support, helping grow the larger NFT and Web3 space. Our vision is to be a destination for these new open digital economies to thrive, Finzer said in an email statement. We'll start the year by lowering the barriers to entry to NFT space on OpenSea, investing in the ecosystem and community that powers it. And there's a Twitter post. Recently, July, OpenSea was valued at $1.5 billion after Series B round that brought in $100 million. In November, the information reported was set for a $10 billion valuation from its Series C. The $13.3 billion figure OpenSea has reported today demonstrates a growing appeal of NFTs, blockchain-based deeds of ownership to digital items. OpenSea has hosted some of the most popular Ethereum-based NFT collections in space, including Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks. As Decrypt reported just this week, OpenSea's monthly volume has continued to impress months after many declared NFTs a fad back in last June. When the initial frenzy cooled in August, the NFT market caught fire again. In December, OpenSea registered its second largest month ever with $3 billion worth of Ethereum NFTs trading hands. It hasn't slowed down in the new year so far. It's had a third best trading day ever on January 2nd with 243 million in Ethereum NFT volume. Its Polygon NFT trading volume is also on the rise, growing in 3 consecutive months to hit 76.1 million in December. As part of the fundraising announcement, Finzer revealed OpenSea has hired former Facebook executive Shiva Rajaman as its new VP of product. OpenSea's previous head of product was Nate Chaston, who left the company after it was discovered he used in-flight information to buy NFTs before they appeared on the market and sold them as a profit. Rajaman will be tasked with helping the company support NFTs from other blockchains. Solana's NFT scene is growing and connecting users with tools to find digital art and manage their collections. Last month, OpenSea hired a new CFO from Lyft, Brian Roberts, who promptly courted some criticism from crypto fans when he hinted at a traditional IPO. Paradigm co-founder Fred Ersham tweeted that the OpenSea founders have shown true grit over the last 4 years, weathering uncertainty and sticking to their vision of NFTs as an internet and world-changing primitive. NFTs have certainly made a splash and entering the mainstream cultural conversation in 2021. In the coming years, we'll see whether one site that sells them is worth 13 billion. So that's a very interesting article, but basically NFTs are pumping and OpenSea is going to be around because now they've got the cash, a lot more cash there to keep them going. Whatever happens, they're going to be around for some time yet. Next article I want to talk about is Bitcoin hash rate hits new all-time high. So Bitcoin's kicked off the new year with a bang as the amount of computing power backing the network has reached its highest level ever. Bitcoin is now as secure as ever after the network's hash rate soared to a new record of 203.5 exahashes per second on January the 2nd, according to data from BitInfo charts. Hash rate refers to the total combined computational power used to mine and process transactions. The higher the hash rate, the more secure the network it is, as the computing power required to successfully attack also increases. Over the last 12 months, Bitcoin's hash rate increased by 49% from the 136.5 recorded on January 2nd to 2021. The growth is even more impressive, a whopping 199.2% when compared to the values seen in July last year, when the hash rate plummeted to the low 68 EHs, following China's massive crackdown on the mining industry. The network has been steadily rebounding since, with several major Bitcoin mining operations relocated to other jurisdictions, including the US and Kazakhstan. Meanwhile, Bitcoin mining difficulty, a measure of how difficult it is to mine new coins, is projected to increase by another 2.5% later this week, according to BTC.com. This would be speeding difference from the previous record high recorded last May, according to BTC.com. Bitcoin's Genesis block day, the network's new milestone came just in time to mark the 13th anniversary of Bitcoin's Genesis Day. On January 3rd, 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto, the pseudonym creator of Bitcoin, generated the network's Block Zero, also known as the Genesis block, with its Coinbase data containing the famous headline from the British newspaper The Times, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. While Nakamoto never revealed the meaning of the message, many Bitcoin enthusiasts see it as a reference to the actual motives behind Nakamoto's invention, to create a new digital currency without intermediaries like banks. And that's the Blockstream tweet. It was the start to a peaceful revolution that has changed millions of lives and soon will change billions of lives. Bitcoin infrastructure company Blockstream wrote in a tweet on Monday. Notably, the Bitcoin Genesis block was not actually mined the same way the subsequent Bitcoin blocks were. Instead, it was hard-coded into the protocol software, with the first block arriving 6 days later on January the 9th, 2009. Bitcoin has since become a 893 billion network with almost 15,000 nodes holding a full or partial copy of the world's first blockchain. Whether these figures continue to grow in 2022 remains to be seen. There you go. So that's a wrap for today. Got any comments? Put them down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.